Hey everybody, good afternoon. Happy Father's Day. I hope everyone's having a great day today. To those who know me, welcome. I'm really glad to have you here. Please take the time to comment. I'm looking at your comments in another screen. I'm doing this live streaming thing because I like to share my music. And so for those who don't know me, my name is Victor Cahiel, and I am a saxophone player. My wife and I lived in California most of our married life. We retired to South Dakota about 3 years ago. And so now I play music in live bands. I also like to do stuff like this, and I record music and write music as well. So if you have any needs there, please subscribe here on Facebook. This video will also be posted on YouTube. You can find me youtube.com/Victor Cahiel, just like my name. Also, if you will please comment and let me know if the balance is okay, if the audio sounds good. One of the things I'm trying to do as I play music here on Facebook is try to give the highest quality possible. And I believe that that starts first with audio when it comes to video. And then video is also very important. So hopefully you'll like what I'm going to do today. What I tend to do is I tend to pick tunes that I like, whether they've been done on sax or not, and then I reinterpret them for the saxophone. The first tune that I'm going to play today is not going to be any exception to that. It is a tune that was made popular by Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's called "That's the Way of the World." And so, I do tend to do things that that I like, because as a retired guy, I take my music now as a form of expression, and so I feel I can do what I need to and what I feel like doing, and that makes me feel great. I also want to give a big shout out to anyone who's here from my morning group that I go to learn about media and streaming and video and audio and all of that. Alex Lindsay's Office Hours, which can be found on YouTube. And it is a Zoom call that anyone can join, whether you know very little about media or whether you know a whole lot. And we get together and we talk for a couple of hours a day, answer questions and so on. And you can become a participant, actually be in the panel, or you can just be an attendee, either way. But I just want to really give thank you to all the people in that group who have mentored me and shown me, how to get better video and how to get better audio, although I've known a lot about audio for a long time. Okay, well, I'm going to get right to the music. I think there are a couple of you here, so you get to hear the first part of it, and that's wonderful. Again, if anybody can just write a comment so that I can see that a comment pops up here on my little screen here on Ecamm Live, which is the program that I'm using to do all of this, that would be great, because it'll verify to me that people actually can comment, and then I can post them up here on the screen as well. So maybe my wife, who I know is watching, Mary, if you'll post a comment to see that you can hear me and that I can actually see a comment, that would be great. If not, then that's something I'll have to work on. All right, enough talking. Let's get to some playing. Earth, Wind, and Fire's "That's the Way of the World." All right. Thank you very much. That's the way of the world. Thank you, Roy, for letting my wife know it was too much reverb. Hopefully, I took care of it. It's one of the hardest things about live streaming, you guys, if you ever do it. It's really hard to get your own feedback or really know. Even though yesterday I spent a couple hours recording this so no one would see it, listening back. But when you get the level going and you're doing this live in real time, it's not as easy to get the feedback. Now, I think I did see that somebody left a message. Marisela, creo que dejaste su mensaje, but I can't see it on my program. So obviously I haven't gotten that down. Mary, if you can type a message here. Patty Santion is also leaving a message. Now, I'm seeing those on my phone, but I should be seeing on my fancy little screen here. Oh well, we get over it. At least today you guys can hear me in between songs, right? Okay, I hope so. Hey Ross, welcome to Ross Brand, who is here, and I'm going to be doing an interview with him next month on his show. Ross, if you can type out what your show is again, I will remind the folks of that. So I'll be doing an interview about my music and so on and that. Okay, enough talk. Let's get back to the music. This next song that I'm going to do is by David Sanborn, which is probably one of my all-time favorite saxophonists. This is a soulful little ditty, and it's called Benny. All right, that was called Benny. I love that song. It has so much emotion and feeling. I loved it so much that I forgot to turn off my vocal mic when I was playing it. Roy, thank you. I did add a little reverb. I want to just say thank you to some of the folks that are here. Ross, again, thank you for coming. And I'm going to turn my sax down according to Roy. See, I wish Roy was here to mix for me because then I wouldn't have any problems at all. Roy's art, man, Jesus, I can't even thank him enough for all the stuff that he did for me and the band Phoenix when we were 18 to 20 something. He would mix a bunch of shows for us. He's a wonderful man, very talented electrician as well. And when it comes to anything having to do with amps and so on. Ross, by the way, his show is on something called StreamYard, which I'm just finding out about. And I will be doing an interview with him at July 8th, and I'll let you guys know more about that. Also, I appreciate the comments. They are not coming through for me on Ecamm Live, so I'm going to have to figure that out because I have no idea. And I'm going to change things up a little bit right now. I think some of you are aware, but some of you may not be aware, that in 2016, me and my musical partner, Joe Christina, who is an incredibly talented composer and orchestrator, and my best friend for over 40 years. We did a record called Resolve at the time, actually called Sorrento. Resolve was back in the 90s. And it was kind of a graduation from work, retirement gift to myself, thanks to my wife who let me put up some of the money to do it. You can get it on Spotify and iTunes and Amazon and so on and so forth, or hit me up on Facebook and friend me and see if I can't hook some of you up for gratis. This is a ballad from that record. It's the last piece in the record. It's called Tu Tambien. It also means you also. And when I wrote it, the spirit of the song for me was that you also can have happiness. You also can have freedom. You also can have choice. And all you have to do to do all these things is just be, a good, decent person to others. And I think right now, in these times of weirdness and turbulence, we need that message more than ever, that you, that's right, you also can have these things if you just chill a little bit and just give more than you take. And then I think we're in good shape. Okay, this is called Tu Tambien, and it features some of the finest players in Orange County who played on this record, including Alex Acuna from Weather Report, who did drums and percussion for us. Here it is. All right, that was called Tout Tambien. I'm going to check my sax mic. Check, check, check. Oh, it's there. It's just not very loud. Okay. All right. I did turn up this other mic because my wife said, we can't hear you. So that's all I need to hear. Again, you guys, thank you for being here. There are 12 of you in here right now. To me, that's a lot, because to me, one's a lot because it's fun just sharing this stuff out with all of you. The next song that I'm going to do is one that, geez, I've been doing this song since I was in Phoenix, which is a lot of years ago. And it is by a group called Spyro Gyra. Jay Beckenstein, at the time that he was playing this song, he was one of the most melodic saxophonists that I had ever heard. And he could really, really do something with melody. When at the time I had been trained a lot to try to listen for, some of the beboppers and Bird and so on. But Jay used to play I'm sure he still does, with an incredible amount of soul and melody. And it's something that I always modeled myself after. I'm one of those saxophone players that I am not super technical. I cannot do Charlie Parker licks and all of that. But I like to think that when I play, that I'm letting you have, a piece of me and letting you know what I love and what I like. And so hopefully that's it. Again, if you're listening for the first time, whether you're watching this on video, I'm going to post this on YouTube if it doesn't get taken down. Follow me, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. I hope to do these more often. Let me know if you'd like to see one of these every Sunday for half hour, 45 minutes. Because I won't know unless you give me feedback. Unless you give me feedback, I'm just like grasping at straws. Okay, let's get back to the music. This is called Morning Dance. right, isn't that a fun song? If you can't dance to that one, you can't dance to any of them. Hey, Florian, great to see you here. Rick Marley, thank you for being here. Also, Maricela, everyone who has showed up, I really appreciate you. Kevin Black, woohoo! Love to have all of you guys here. This next song I'm going to do is another one by David Sanborn, and it's named after a city in Africa. It's a very cool song, and it's called Maputo. All right, that was Maputo. I hope you enjoyed that one. I haven't had any new comments, so let me know if you like what you're hearing. I'm going to do two more songs. And the first one of these is, it's an old classic. Every time I play with my brother-in-law in Grand Forks, which I'm doing a week from Saturday, by the way, if you are in North Dakota and Grand Forks, week from Saturday, starting at, I think, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's over at 3rd Street there. You won't be able to miss it. I'm going to be playing live with them. I play the saxophone on little keyboards in their rock and roll band. It's a lot of fun. First live gig I've done since COVID. Yeah, for sure. So this song is by Gato Barbieri. And every time I play this song, just people tend to like it. It's called Europa, and it's a ballad. And then I'll end with a little faster one. So I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to wish you all a happy Father's Day, because we have a lot of people that may not be father by gender, but they're father by deed. And so everybody deserves a hand who can raise a child and be there for them. And that's a wonderful thing. And I know that it's special for me to remember my dad, both of my dads, actually. I did a post earlier about my real father, who was in Cuba and passed away, and then my stepfather, who also was a huge influence on me. So this is called Europa. It is slow, it is sexy, it is a good one to go get a glass of wine and drink up a little bit. It's a very pretty song. And here comes right at you. Here's my sister. Hi, Raquel. I love you. And of course, Mary, I love you. All right. That is Europa. And I used to say on my gigs, if you can't get a date after that one, if you're in a nightclub, then you got bigger issues. Because that song is the bomb for that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to do one more song. I want to thank everybody who showed up. I want to thank in advance everyone who I know is going to watch this video here or on Facebook. My name is where I'm at in all the social places. At Twitter, you can get me at Victor Cajiao. Facebook /Victor Cajiao. And YouTube, youtube.com/Victor Cajiao. There I not only have videos of me playing, which I do, but I also have videos of me geeking out, like on Logic or explaining how I build certain songs or compose songs symphonically. I like to take popular tunes again and like turn them into little vignettes of movie score type music. So everyone who showed up, thank you very much. Happy Father's Day to all of you. And I'm going to end with one that my wife Mary was surprised that I was doing by Chuck Mangione. I said to her, I don't hate Chuck Mangione. It's not like he's Kenny G or something. Chuck did some good songs. So I'm going to end by playing one of those. Again, thanks to all of you. And I have to say, today felt so good. And this is Feel So Good. All right, you guys, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I know I'm going to plan to do that. Spend some time with my family, spend some time with my dog, Buffy, smoke a cigar. Hopefully it's not raining. So you take care of yourselves. Hopefully, if you are a creator, you find a way to create. You find a way to give back by doing what you love to do. That's what it's all about. I'm Victor Cahiao. Thank you for being here. And I hope that you come back if I do this again. I'm going to leave you with a song from my first album. And this is called Bay Bridge. Bye.